Hey guys, so welcome to the Crypto Arbitrage Bot and Flashloans Masterclass. You're going to have to consider this a roadmap to helping you develop your own system and platforms to trade the crypto markets by taking advantage of blockchain tools and learning how to put the pieces of the puzzle together. So this masterclass is designed in a certain structure, sort of a roadmap to follow. And with this skill, you're essentially going to unlock your superpower and have the ability to borrow millions of dollars of cryptocurrency essentially for free, so it can be used in DeFi protocols such as trading, such as crypto arbitrage, such as liquidations, and such as yield farming, which I'm going to go a little bit deeper as we progress through this masterclass. So who is this masterclass actually for, right? Whether you a crypto coach, a consultant, a blockchain startup, an NFT creator, whether you're in the Web 2.0 space, a crypto trader, a Forex trader, or an entrepreneur, understanding how these skills work is going to allow you to put together a system that will essentially generate passive income or generate an income for you. Now, flash loans have been designed for developers so that while developers are coding and putting things together, they can utilize their skills and then create income by executing flash loans using coding. Now, not everybody can do coding, so I'm going to show you guys how to actually implement all of this using a DeFi app that requires no coding at all. It's also very important to note that note this income and risk disclaimer, right? I'm not a financial advisor, and neither am I giving financial advice. All this is years of research in this space and understanding how this all works so that you can take what I have learned and develop your own systems and strategies. In this masterclass, I'm going to discuss arbitrage and yield farming as a focus. We're also going to understand how flash loans work. So you understand exactly what a crypto arbitrage is, what's a flash loan, and then you're going to be able to build your own crypto arbitrage bot with no coding. Not everybody understands all of these terms, so we're going to start by covering some of the basics. So if we have a look at what a flash loan is, we're going to understand how they work, where they can be used, and we're going to cover how to implement all of this without coding and the advantages of using coding, right? You'll be able to take smart contracts and deploy them using a plug and play DeFi tool. Using these tools, you can then create a passive income system that works right now. This works very well with yield farming. The best way to get the most out of this is obviously by watching first, getting an overview, and then watching the replays and supporting videos to help get you set up. There's not going to be enough time to cover everything step by step. That's why the supporting videos following this masterclass will be crucial to your success and implementation. If we utilize coding, or if you want to utilize coding to actually get some of the stuff done, right, you need to do it in a sandbox test environment using test crypto. There's obviously no guarantees that using the system on a test net compared to a main net will generate any sizable profit, but in a way that's a good thing because it allows you not to lose any crypto. And because if you look at the DeFi space and some of these technologies, it's still relatively new. I mean, Flashstones just got involved, just started up in I think about the year 2020, with RV being one of the first protocols to actually allow that to happen. So deploying this on a test network will allow you to see what can be done, and then if you have developed a strategy, you can then take it to the mainnet and actually start creating profit, right? So what's a flash loan? A flash loan is cutting edge technology allowing you to borrow cryptocurrency essentially for free with zero money down. You can then use it to trade on DeFi apps and to do so much more. All of this is obviously made possible through smart contracts, which is payable in the same transaction. The best part is that there's no risk that you can lose the money you are borrowing. Using blockchain, this is made possible through these smart contracts. However, the catch is that it has to be paid within the same transaction. Now, if we look at transactions, there are quite a few transactions that one can do on a blockchain, simple transactions and complex transactions. Having a look at a simple transaction, an example of that is me sending you Ethereum. So using the blockchain to send, as an example, one Ethereum from me to you using a wallet, there's one instruction and there's one step. It's to take crypto from my wallet and to put it into your wallet. And that's a simple transaction that is logged on the blockchain. Right now, because the blockchain, because crypto is programmable money, right? Blockchains can also support very complex transactions by programming and using multi-steps. How this is done, if we have a look at a complex transaction, step one is borrowing money, which is a flash loan. Step two is to do something with that money. Step 3 is to then pay the money back. And then step 4 is to keep the profits. A traditional loan is, if we look at how things are done traditionally, it's using your house as collateral, taking a loan from the bank, then paying the bank back with interest. And once the loan is paid back, you're then going to get your collateral back, which is the house, right? But this means traditionally you would need to put something down as collateral. With a flash loan, you don't need to put any collateral down in order to take it, as long as it's paid back within the same transaction. Also, the transaction will only be successful if all the steps work. If any step fails, then the transaction will fail and the process will not execute without risking the loan. The only risk will be the transaction gas fees, which are obviously unavoidable. So how does one create a complex transaction, right? You can either do this using coding, or you can do this with using a DeFi app. And I'm going to explain a little bit more on how you can actually do this and what DeFi app you can use to actually get this done. With a simple transaction, can basically happen using a click of the button, right? With a complex transaction, it requires something more, either a D app to be coded by yourself as a developer. If there is ever a coding skill that you need to learn, this would actually be one of the best ones to start with, because this is what smart contracts are actually designed for. Each one has a function that can be run over and over and over again. The first line of code will say something like borrow money. The second line of code will say do something with that money. The third line of code will say pay the money back. And the fourth line of code will say keep the profits. So that's why this is a superpower, because you can do almost anything you want within a transaction. We're now going to look at, where does the money actually come from when taking out a flash loan? They come from DeFi apps, and they are basically secondary functions. So this all happens on DeFi apps and liquidity pools. Let's understand how this works a little bit deeper, right? Uniswap happens to be one sort of DeFi protocol, Arbitrage as well, another DeFi protocol, which allows you to swap tokens. They're essentially like vending machines, so where you can give your Ether and get maybe DAI as a token. Decentralized users, so the people provide liquidity. So they are the people that provide their crypto to these liquidity pools, and in return, they get a passive income in the form of APY for supplying the money, be it USDC, be it Ethereum, be it wrapped Ethereum, be it DAI, right? So people provide the money to the applications. The applications then use that money for whatever they need to, and you are basically, this is allowing you to become your own bank, essentially, by earning an interest on the money that you are lending to these liquidity pools. Flash loan is obviously a secondary function for the money sitting in these liquidity pools. So the money is sitting there, and because it's programmable money and it's on the blockchain, you can then take out a flash loan of whatever, whether it's the DAI or USDC or wrapped Ethereum, depending on the liquidity of the DeFi app. You can borrow that money, use it to do whatever you need, and then pay it back. And then these people that have lent the money to the liquidity pools obviously then generate an interest as well from lending the money, and it's sitting in those liquidity pools, right? So let's look at how this will work if you hook up your own flash loan to the system. So here's the DeFi app. You are then going to access the liquidity pool, be it Ethereum or whatever crypto. You're going to get a flash loan using a smart contract. You are then going to take that flash loan and you're going to execute it either for an exchange arbitrage to generate some profits, utilize it to increase your exposure in yield farming, and use it or use it for liquidation purposes. Once you execute any of these, your smart contract will then take the flash loan, pay it back to the liquidity pool, which is then stored on the DeFi app, and your profits are then, if it's successful and there's profits to be earned from this, they will then be sent to your wallet, right? So in arbitrage, so this is what you can actually do with liquidity pools, right? Now let's look at what an arbitrage actually is. This is looking for opportunities in price differences of cryptocurrencies on exchanges. So if a crypto token is selling for $100 on exchange A and $101 on exchange B, you can buy it on exchange A and sell it for $101 on exchange B. You can then keep the profits, right? You could do this 1,000 times and make $1,000, or you can use flash loans to get 1,000 tokens to execute in a single transaction. With a flash loan, you don't need to own the crypto that you are actually borrowing, right? So let's now have a look at how this can be achieved on yield farming, right? So yield farming is where you earn rewards or a new crypto for providing liquidity. This can be done on a program or an app such as Compound, which I'm going to show you a little bit later as well. You can then earn a percentage of a third cryptocurrency by supplying and or withdrawing crypto from that platform. So you deposit crypto in the app and you earn a high yield, which is your APY. Flash loans are then used to generate leverage. So it allows you to deposit more than what you actually would and to earn more secondary tokens that you could have earned without using a flash loan, and then to withdraw those tokens and earn more secondary tokens, which you can then withdraw and rinse and repeat this entire process, right? If we look at liquidations, this happens on lending apps on the blockchain where people actually take out loans, and at times these are not flash loans now, right? So at times these loans they become delinquent and the value of the asset declines. You can then do a closeout using a flash loan and get a finder's fee for doing so on the same transaction. Flash loans can also be used for collateral swaps as well, but liquidations, arbitrage, and yield farming is the three biggest use cases for flash loans. And we're also going to talk about where you can do flash loans, right? You can do them on Ethereum chains as well as any EVM chain, which is an Ethereum virtual machine. So these are compatible chains. They support Solidity smart contracts, either it being Ethereum the chains, Binance smart chains, Phantom chains, Avalanche chains, as well as these chains allowing flash loans, right? So that's where all of this can be done, and we're going to look at how you can actually do it on some of these platforms as well. So some of the providers where you can actually get this done is DYDX. You can do it on Avi, you can do it on Uniswap, you can do it on Compound. You can even use Furo Combo, which is a DeFi app that allows you to execute all of this without any coding. DYDX is a DeFi app that allows perpetual swaps and has liquidity pools in the back end, and it supports basically Ethereum contracts and has very, very low, one of the lowest fees in the market at the moment, right? Avi is a decentralized sending and lending platform. Uniswap allows you to do collateral swaps of your token from one to the other, and Compound allows you to borrow, to lend and to borrow crypto, where you can earn extremely high APYs for doing that. So let's look at how you can do this using a DeFi app with no coding, and that's going to be Furo Combo, and I'm going to show you how you can actually get that done. But you need to understand these fundamentals before getting to the more complex stuff. And it's important to practice these flash loans without having to risk losing any money. So let's look at DYDX. DYDX is a trading platform where you can trade perpetual contracts with low fees. It gives you deep liquidity and up to 20 times more buying power. You can obviously just deposit $10 to get started with this platform. Avi is a liquidity protocol. You can earn interest, you can borrow assets, and you can build applications on this platform as well. Once you're on the Avi website, you can have a look at the Avi documentation. It's a decentralized non-custodial liquidity protocol where users can participate as depositors or borrowers. Depositors provide liquidity to the market to earn a passive income, while borrowers are able to borrow in an over-collateralized perpetually or under-collateralized one-block liquidity fashion, right? This portal links to the key resources on Avi to understand the fundamentals of the protocol. Obviously, join them on the discussion forums, join them on the Discord servers to understand how this all works. It's a lending protocol. People can lend money, people can borrow money. It allows you to store things within a wallet as well. You've got access to dApps, and it allows you to, you can take stablecoin loans, you can deposit stable coins, you can earn on interest-bearing tokens, and it allows you to do uncollateralized flash loans. So this hub will allow you to understand how all of the stuff actually works. If we look at Uniswap allows you to swap tokens, you can earn as well, and it allows you to build on the leading decentralized crypto trading protocols, right? That's Uniswap. Compound is a protocol that currently has over 5 billion of assets earning interest across 18 markets. In order to understand how all of this works, you would then need to obviously download these apps or launch these apps and hook up your MetaMask wallet. And I'm going to show you how to do this as well. Furo Combo is the platform we're going to be looking at. So Furo Combo allows you to master DeFi like a pro. It's one of the simplest ways to optimize your crypto. They also have a loyalty program as well. So if we click on the guide, you're going to get an introduction to what Furo Combo is, right? Furo Combo starts from a tool built for end users to optimize their DeFi strategy simply by making use of a drag and drop feature, right? There's an invest mode and a create mode. The invest mode allows you to explore and invest in Fury Combo's wealth management firms with ease, and you can basically let them help you make the most out of your money. If you understand, if you want to do this on your own and build your own crypto bot flash loan arbitrage systems or yield farming systems, then you can use the create mode, where it visualizes complex DeFi protocols into cubes. The user set up inputs and outputs and the order of the cubes. Then Fury Combo bundles all of these cubes in one transaction and sends it out. This is called the building block setup, and the entire term for this is creating combos, right? So on their docs page, you can understand what can be done on the create page, how to invest, how to actually learn, what their loyalty program is all about, and how to collaborate with them. So briefly on the website, you can manage your wealth with Fury Combo Invest. You can explore and invest in Fury Combo's wealth management farms. You can learn from the pre-built strategies to create customized transactions. You can set this up to take place using an auto reinvest or using automation systems, which helps you optimize your returns. You can execute flash loans on all the providers that provide flash loans. They use RV, and you can then do depth swaps. You can create a leveraged long or short position all in one transaction, and it allows you to send private transactions as well. So you can send out your transaction in a secret channel to prevent front runners from taking advantage of your idea and to protect your return as well. If it is not profitable, it will not execute and you will not lose any of your money. Over $3 billion transacted volume. There's over 20 DeFis supported on Ethereum and Polygon, and over 3,000 strategies inspired within the Flash Loan and Fury Combo system. They have world-class investors and industry leaders are committed to supporting their ecosystem, right? So now we're going to look at how all this works, but at the same time, once we're done with that, go back to the masterclass and have a look at the stuff that I've done here in terms of starting at this point where this is the video that you're currently watching, where you understand what a crypto arbitrage is, what a flash loan is, how RB works, how Fury Combo works, and then you're going to start building your arbitrage bot without coding. So there's going to be supporting videos underneath here that's going to teach you how to navigate Fury Combo, how to set up your MetaMask, how to create your first combo. And then if you want to learn how to code your own crypto arbitrage bot, you can check out these useful resources below here, which is going to show you exactly how to actually do that. So now let us go to Fury Combo. On the Fury Combo website, right? Let's just go, how far back can we go? Yeah, click on Fury Combo. So we're on the website, and now you can click, so furycombo.app is what you're going to visit. You can then click on the guide. The guide is going to show you what you need in order to get set up, how everything works. Watching these videos are going to be essential to understanding
Welcome to Fury Combo,
how Fury Combo
the tool
works.
Built for end users to optimize their DeFi strategy. Let's walk through all the basics you need. DeFi menu. To start creating a combo, first, you'll need to select a DeFi protocol.
So I'm going to show you how
Click
this
the
actually
plus
works. Sometimes
cube,
the
then a
videos
menu of DeFi
they play with a slight delay. So let's show you. You can watch this video. I'll include the link within this masterclass as well. So understanding how the invest mode works, understanding how the create mode works, understanding how their fees work, and what are the risks involved with using Fury Combo, either the invest or the create mode, right? So you go to Fury Combo. You're going to obviously have your MetaMask wallet already open and linked, be it on the Google Chrome or the Brave browser. You then click the app. It launches the app. It takes you straight to the invest mode. I already have my Ethereum mainnet wallet set up here. I've already logged into my MetaMask. What we're going to do is we're going to understand how a flash loan actually works. So you're going to go to create. Let's clear all of this. Delete. So we're going to start from fresh, right? Make sure that your transaction protection is on here. This basically, if you hover over this info tab, enable this option to send the transaction via missed X. This is to avoid from front-running attacks or the cost of failure or cancellation. So if you're using this, if the transaction is not going to be profitable, it's not going to execute, and you won't even be charged gas fees by making sure this is on, right? So click on the first block here. Now you got access to all these cubes, which allows you access to Fury Combo. It allows you on the back end, the guys that have put this together, they've already coded everything for you. This is more of building Lego blocks within this platform. So you got access to Uniswap, you got access to RV, you got access to SushiSwap, you got access to Curve, you got access to Yearn, you got access to Compound, you got access to Maker, 1inch Paraswap, Uniswap version 3, B protocol, synthetic, and all of these utilities as well, right? So For the simplicity of this, it's too much to take in at once. So you're gonna have to go through this multiple times and look at the supporting videos as well. But to understand how a flash loan actually works, you're gonna come to RV, you're gonna click on flash loan. Now let's take a flash loan. If I want to borrow, let's say Ethereum, right? I'm gonna click ETH here. We're gonna do wrapped Ethereum. And let's say I take out 1,000 Ethereum. If I do 1,000 wrapped Ethereum, I need a balance. Initial funds needed. This is the funds that you must provide from your wallet to execute the combo. So in case there's any gas fees and stuff like that, right? You can use wrap Ethereum. If I let's say we use DAI, right? So I go back here, I click on edit, and I want to take a flash loan for DAI as a stable coin. And let's say I want to borrow, I can then borrow either 1,000 DAI or 1 million. So 1 million DAI is what I want to borrow. I need to pay back. So if we click on this here, right? Flash loans lets you borrow liquidity from RV, but you must pay back in a single transaction. When setting up the loan, two cubes will appear as a pair. The first cube means borrowing, and the second cube means paying back with a small fee charged per RV. So the 0.09% here is the amount that we're going to have to pay back. So if I'm borrowing $1 million US, I need to pay back $1,900,000 US, right? So this is the flash loan being borrowed, and this is the flash loan being repaid. So now what are we going to do with the money that we are borrowing, right? So I want to, if I noticed, let's say I noticed a token selling for a certain price on Uniswap, and I want to now convert my DAI tokens into Ethereum, right? So I want to convert my DAI tokens into Ethereum. I'm gonna add those functions to this here. I'm gonna click on the amount that I've borrowed here. So I'm gonna copy that and I'm going to paste it in here, and that's gonna tell me I'm gonna get 488 Ethereum for my million USD. I'm gonna click set. I'm then gonna move this block to the center here. So this is taking out the flash loan. This is step 2 where I'm doing something with it. I'm converting DAI to Ethereum on Uniswap. And now I want to convert Ethereum back to DAI so that I can pay the DAI back on this RV platform. So now the next step is to, let's go to maybe SushiSwap. And on SushiSwap, I want to convert my Ethereum back to DAI. So copy that, place it in here. And I'm going to get, let's see, I'm going to get 800. So this is not going to be a profitable arbitrage, right? Because if we have a look at this, let's move this one back down here. If we have a look at what's happening here, all right? I am borrowing $1 million US in DAI tokens. I am then converting the DAI tokens into Ethereum on Uniswap. And then I'm converting it from Ethereum into DAI tokens on SushiSwap. And I'm getting 891,000 DAI back. So this will not execute. If I click on approve, it's going to say insufficient DAI in my wallet, and it's not going to approve it because this is obviously not profitable, right? Let's remove this one and let's convert ETH back to DAI on another platform like Uniswap. Let's see, we've got Uniswap version 3. So Uniswap v3, we're going to swap ETH back into the DAI token. And let's see, we're going to get, now we're getting a bit more than we were getting on SushiSwap, getting 958,000. So I can click this as set, and I can monitor this. I'm going to move this one, the payback at the bottom here, but at the same time, it's also not going to execute because I have not made any profit from this, right? So now how do we actually figure out how we're going to be creating these profitable arbitrages, right? And I'm going to show you how to get that done in the videos to follow, how you are going to actually create a profitable system to monitor these transactions. And I'm going to show you the resources I have used so that you can take all of the stuff, put it together using a little bit of coding and monitor whether there's going to be arbitrage opportunities available for you, right? So why do we actually use Fear Combo, right? It's good to learn the basics. It's good to have a visual idea of what is happening, where the money is coming from, how to swap it, and if the arbitrage will actually be profitable. The next thing to do would be to build a price discrepancy bot that informs you of price changes so you can execute And more on this further down within the roadmap and within the other videos where you're going to actually learn how to do this. The strategy would be to use Etherscan to reverse engineer the process, right? So you need to develop your own strategy. If I give you a strategy and people watching this video implement the exact same strategy, it means there's going to be more competition for you, and the arbitrage system is not going to actually work, and it won't exist anymore. So you're going to look at stablecoin pairs that have a lot of volatility in the market. You're going to do a lot of planning, and you're going to do a lot of research, and then you're going to execute this, right? So the easiest way to do it is if you go to invest, and if you set yourself up here, you can join one of these opportunities that's going to allow you to earn 2.88% APYs. You can do this on Furo Combo. You can do it on, let's see, Compound as well. So if I go to compound.finance, this, you also need your MetaMask wallet set here. So compound.finance, if we have a look at the actual app and we launch that, this is where you can do yield farming. So I can supply, so my MetaMask wallet is linked up to this here. Yield farming allows me to deposit. So if I supply DAI tokens to Compound, I'm going to earn 1.2% APY. If I borrow from Compound, I'm going to earn 2.87% APY. So you can execute this using a flash loan to deposit. How this works is every time I supply the market or I borrow from the market, I'm going to be earning Compound tokens for doing this. You know, if I click that, it's going to say use DAI as collateral. I can put my borrow limit, and then each asset used as collateral increases your borrowing limit. And you can then, you can then earn Compound tokens for actually doing this, which will show in your wallet here, right? So if we go to CoinGecko and we have a look at Compound token, you can rinse and repeat this. Let's look at the Compound token. Current value is 63.27 US dollars for the Compound token, right? So on this platform here, by supplying and borrowing, you're going to be earning Compound. You're going to be earning a secondary token as a reward. You can then create a passive income system to utilize flash loans to deposit, to borrow, to pay back the flash loan, and then to earn your Compound tokens, which you can then withdraw, right? That's one way of doing this. Utilizing yield farming. If you want to implement crypto arbitrage, then what we're going to have to do is we're going to go to like Etherscan. I'm just showing you a strategy here where you can actually get all of, you can understand how all of this works, right? You're going to reverse engineer what's being done on Etherscan to develop your own strategy. So we're going to then click on view transactions, and we're then going to look for flash loans, right? So you're going to search all of this to look for a flash loan that you can then reverse engineer. So no flash loans happening at this moment in time. Approve, transfer. I'm looking for a flash loan. Let's look for a flash loan. Transfer. Okay, so no executions of flash loans at the moment, but that's okay. I'm going to include an example of that in a video after this, where you're going to actually see how a flash loan is done and how you can reverse engineer the entire process, right? So let's get back to what you're going to be doing now that we've gone through most of the stuff on this masterclass, right? On Furo Combo, I would suggest you creating an account with them, and then obviously having a look at a video here where I'm going to show you, I'm going to include all these videos here where you can learn how to create a profitable cryptocurrency trading bot, all the coding that you need to deploy, how you can actually get this done, and then monitoring all of the crypto arbitrage opportunities on various platforms, right? So Then we're going to look at so who are the people that you need to be following on this here, right? I've followed guys like EtherBlocks. I followed people like DAP University, where you can simply go to the YouTube channel, you can search for flash loans, and then you're going to get videos which are going to show you how top ways to make money with flash loans with zero coding. This is where they're going to explain how you can actually use Furo Combo to do that, how to code a passive income app with flash loans, right? So there's a ton of videos on YouTube that you can actually have a look at, which is going to show you what you need to do in order to get this done. EtherBlocks as well. You search for flash loans here, you're going to get real life profitable flash loan examples. You're going to understand. So I've watched all of these videos as well to understand how this actually works, right? Let's go back to this platform here, right? So once you've got access to this here, I would suggest going through these videos. You're going to get info about courses and materials within this masterclass. You're going to get a roadmap of videos and resources and people I have followed as well to gather information from. So I regard these people that I'm following as a trustworthy source of reliable info in this world of crypto confusion. This is going to be your step one. You're going to go through this. Following all of this stuff, you're going to go through all of these videos here that are going to show you how to navigate Furo Combo, how to get everything set up, how to create your first combo, and how to reverse engineer the entire process so that you can actually get this done. If you want to learn how to take advantage and how to code your own crypto arbitrage bot, and this is the one where you need to enroll, which is going to teach you everything you need to do step by step to actually put this together and to take advantage of these systems. Let's see if there's anything that I have left out. We discussed what a flash loan is, what arbitrage is. All of that is covered. Okay, so that's the end of this first video. I look forward to seeing you in the videos following this, which is going to show you what you need to get done to maximize Furo Combo.